Hello there. This is the second week in the 7th month of the year 2021. It's Thursday morning, and we're here again to do it the way we do it every morning here on iBrandTV. And it all happens for you, as usual, on Daybreak. Michael Nath very much here with my male partner.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning,
really nice to do this
yeah.
once again. Good morning, welcome to iBrand Daybreak. Let's talk about what's been going on all around the country and what's been going on every scene that you can talk about. There's lots and lots of things we would be dwelling on the show today, but it would start off with the news update, and then shortly after that we'll take a look at what the headlines on the papers are like this morning. After that, we'll go into the main discourse of the day. Very, very interesting one. I know you wouldn't want to miss out on. And of course, we would talk about some other things. Talk about the one that is going on in the world of entertainment. Interesting things are going on right now. And that would come on later on the show today. We would end the show with social media buzz. Yes, what's going on the social media scene. And spend the rest of the minute to look at that interesting quotes. Would always end the show with lots and lots of exciting things expected to go down later today. Ensure you don't go anywhere, because this show is beginning in earnest. Michael,
yes.
Move on to the news update right now.
Right away, man.
So now let's move on to the news update and start off with the main story for the day. Well, the main stories for the day, yes. I'll talk about NYSC. This one is about NYSC certificate controversy. And then the former minister, Kemi Adeosun, vows to protect her reputation. Yeah, the former minister, Kemi Adeosun, may be heading to court to challenge the smear campaign she suffered while in office. She hinted this after the Federal High Court in Abuja ruled that she wasn't eligible for the National Youth Service Corps scheme when she graduated from the university. In a statement she personally signed, Adeosun said she will take all further steps necessary within the law to protect her reputation. Adeosun resigned her appointment as minister in 2018 following the scandal over a Ford National Youth Service Corps exemption certificate. In court ruled that she wasn't yet a Nigerian citizen as at the time she graduated and when she turned 30.
Yeah, this is talking about the level or degree of poverty in the country. As many as 163 million people could be pushed into extreme poverty this year because of COVID-19. That's the projection from the United Nations. That's in addition to the 132 million which the organization says went hungry in 2020 because of the pandemic. A spokesperson for Secretary General Antonio Guterres said this on the sidelines of a political forum in New York. The UN believes persons already living in poverty and informal workers are at a greater risk without social protection. The UN also says about 4 million deaths have been recorded due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Now let's talk about Kaduna abductions. Yes, the abductors of the students of Bethel Baptist High School in Kaduna are demanding bags of rice and beans before any negotiations would commence. The kidnappers, who also stated they have 12 students in their custody, confirmed this to the school authorities via a phone call, adding that the students are, however, in good health. Michael?
Quite a short one there.
Interesting.
But
Rice and beans.
But weighty too.
Well.
All right, Ghana. The Ghanaian government has asked Nigeria to consider a review of the prohibition lists banning the importation of specific goods and commodities into the Nigerian market from countries including Ghana. Speaker of the Ghanaian Parliament, Alban Suman Kingsford Babgen, made the requests while addressing members of the House of Representatives during Wednesday's plenary. The Ghanaian speaker also decried the low level of trade between African countries, saying at about 460 billion US dollars trade volume, only 69 billion US dollars was transacted among African nations.
Okay, now moving on to business. Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man, reached the record $211 billion net worth after shares of the world's biggest online retailer, Amazon, soared nearly 50%, and this follows the Pentagon's intent to terminate a cloud computing contract with Microsoft, a major rival in the cloud computing space. The bullish sentiment on Amazon stocks boosted Bezos' wealth by $8.4 billion. The tech billionaire's ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, the 15th richest person in the world, also posted daily gains of about $3 billion.
Talking money.
Money.
Sounds
Interesting
good.
to
Sounds good to the ears.
Both Jeff and his wife,
ex-wife now.
His ex-wife
Yeah.
are in the top 20 list for the richest people in the world. Quite an interesting marriage.
See, one funny thing is the rich keeps getting richer. Okay, now I think we're going to delve into the newspaper
Yes.
right away.
Okay, you take it over.
All right, now we've got the Punch. Lagos, Abia, Zamfara, 12 other states' debts jump to 1.68 trillion naira, with riders there. Yobe recorded highest increase of 1.99408%. Our debt to GDP ratio was still low. States Lagos. States borrowing for consumption, say experts. At the topmost portion of the paper, INEC maintains dead governors, ministers, others on voter register. WHO assessing NAFDAC ahead of vaccine production. Director. National Assembly ignores South governors, others. Defends controversial PIB provisions. Let me stop there.
Okay, now let's move on to the Tribune. The major headline on the front page of this one is about the 2022 budget, and it's about the federal government. They're going to fund the 5.62 trillion naira deficit with loans. The rider of this one is NAS increases 2021 supplementary budget by 87 billion naira. More of this one you can find on page 4. At the top of the paper, we get to see this one coming from UNICEF. They say 950 students have been abducted since December 2020. 950 students have been abducted since December 2020. Quite sad right there. And this other one, on more of which you can find on page 5, is coming from the Chief of Army Staff, and he says we are sending criminals to God to answer for their crimes. The next one you can see right there is about 2023, and rotational presidency will unify, end secession agitations, say Southern senators. That's what the Southern senators are saying right now. Moving down, you get to see this one about Donald Trump, the former president of the United States of America. He's suing Twitter, Google, and Facebook. More of this one you can find on page 13 of the paper. Now, the next one you can see there is about Buhari mismanaging Nigeria's diversity. This is coming from Dangiwa Umar. Says the president has mismanaged Nigeria's diversity. Adeosun vindicated as court says NYSC certificate not required for political appointment. That's the latest update as regards the Adeosun saga. When you move down to the base of the paper, there's this one about protests rock Ibadan over DSS raid on Igboho's house. And then the one following it is about many fear dead as Boko Haram attacks community close to SGF's village. Michael?
Yeah, from the Nigerian Tribune, this is this day. National Assembly increases extra budget by 86.9 billion naira to 982.729 billion naira. With a rider there, Senate approves $6.183 billion external loan requests. The screaming headline there has it, UNICEF urges more protection for children. Schools says 950 abducted. Rider, parents of kidnapped pupils accuse Kaduna School of negligence. Adeosun Savers court victory says, I am vindicated.
Okay, now we move on to The Guardian. What's on the front burner this morning is about loans. Yes, fresh loan request pushes Nigeria's public debt to over 35.5 trillion naira. That's the major one on the paper this morning. When you move down, you see the one yet again about Kemi Adeosun. Why Adeosun wasn't obligated to undergo NYSC mobilization by court. Yet there's this and there's this other one about National Assembly. PDP caucus endorses Southern Governors resolutions. You can find more of this one on page 4 of the paper. Terrorists kill 24 in Adamawa community, and then another one about Southern senators back governors on power shift. Another huge headline right here on the Guardian this morning is about Buhari mismanaging Nigeria's diversity. This is coming from Colonel Abubakar Umar, and at the top of the Guardian this morning, there's this interesting editorial. It says federalism is the answer after all. You can check the Guardian if you want to read about this one. That's all we have on the papers this morning.
Okay, now, Jidechi, I want us to have a little chat on one of the headlines, and I want to take up this one from this day. UNICEF urges more protection for children. Schools says 950 abducted. It also has a rider there. Parents of kidnapped pupils accuse Kaduna school of negligence. You see, talking about kidnap or abductions these days, the level at which it is today, it's unprecedented. And it's quite unfortunate, most unfortunate, that the kids, helpless, innocent kids, now happen to be the target of these abductors.
It's actually quite sad, really. It's quite sad that we just cannot protect children anymore. At this time and age, we are talking about shutting down schools for children to be safe when children should actually be in school. It's 950 since December.
That's really terrible.
It simply means Nigeria is an unsafe place.
Of course, it is, and it's affecting the economy badly, too badly too. You see, the level of education, the standard of education before now was low, and everybody was, so concerned about it, looking for ways to see if it could be raised to an appreciable level. But with this happening now, it is even going to go further low. The situation is going to be worsened, educationally speaking, this time around.
It's actually sad, I would say. I just cannot take my eye off the number 950. We are not talking about 100 here. We're not talking about even 500. We are talking about almost 1,000.
Almost 1,000.
And I want to believe it's possibly more than 1,000 because these are the ones that we are accounted for. There are possibly those they could not account for.
You see, that is the reason. That is the reason at times when people frown out paying ransom. Okay, I have in mind Kaduna State Governor El Rufai, who was in no way in support of paying ransom. I say, and I also heard him once said, if any of his children gets kidnapped, he will only pray for the child to make heaven, meaning he won't pay ransom. But look at what happened. Was it a couple of days ago? He went and withdrew his child from the public school. So what happens to others who don't have that kind of opportunity?
My focus right here is not about what we do after. Can we think of ways we can prevent these things from happening? That's where my focus is actually, not what we do after this. We should not be talking about they being kidnapped. We should be talking about how they cannot be kidnapped. That's it.
Well, the security agents are not sleeping. They are really doing the best they can this time around, and we hope they continue to do even more. We're going to talk about food. You see, food is good. You can't do without food. But do you know that food has two sides to it, positive and negative? You want to know more? Stay with us. That will be when we come back. And that happens to be our main topic for discussion today.
Oh boy, winning you was so easy.
I just couldn't stand those your powerful shots. That's what happened.
Really? Let's go to my place for dinner.
This fufu is so nice.
It's true unripe plantain flour.
True unripe plantain flour is delicious.
Yes, true unripe plantain flour is what I serve my husband for swallows. It's easy to prepare, fortified with vitamin A, low in sugar and cholesterol, rich in fiber that helps the heart, builds and strengthens the bone, and his energy level is boosted.
Through unripe plantain flour, no additives, 100% natural, a product of Pali Agro Products Nigeria. Through unripe plantain flour, available in all leading stores.
Mama, you're coming to Lagos. Banga. Baby, Mama just called me now. She's coming to see you. She asked me to tell you to make banga soup for her. And she's close to the house. Oh.
How do you expect me to prepare banga in just few minutes?
I have a solution for you.
Really?
You no sabi cook the banga. No go enter my family.
Pali banga is used in making other exotic dishes such as banga jollof rice, banga eforiro, banga asaro or yam porridge, banga egusi, and many more. Pali banga is easy to open, no preservatives, no cholesterol, and no coloring. Approved by NAFDAC. Manufactured by Pali Agro Products Limited. Available in all leading stores and supermarkets nationwide.
Pali banga, natural palm fruit extracts for tasty African cuisine. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services, and meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
Oh boy, winning you was so easy.
I just couldn't stand those your powerful shots. That's what happened.
Really? Let's go to my place for dinner.
This fufu is so nice.
It's true unripe plantain flour.
True unripe plantain flour is delicious.
Yes, true unripe plantain flour is what I serve my husband for swallows. It's easy to prepare, fortified with vitamin A, low in sugar and cholesterol, rich in fiber that helps the heart, builds and strengthens the bone, and his energy level is boosted.
Through unripe plantain flour, no additives, 100% natural, a product of Pali Agro Products Nigeria. Through unripe plantain flour, available in all stores.
Mama, you're coming to Lagos. Banga. Baby, Mama just called me now. She's coming to see you. She asked me to tell you to make banga soup for her. And she's close to the house. Oh.
How do you expect me to prepare banga in just few minutes?
I have a solution for you.
Really?
You no sabi cook the banga. No go enter my family.
Pali banga is used in making other exotic dishes such as banga jollof rice, banga eforiro, banga asaro or yam porridge, banga egusi, and many more. Pali banga is easy to open, no preservatives, no cholesterol, and no coloring. Approved by NAFDAC. Manufactured by Pali Agro Products Limited. Available in all leading stores and supermarkets nationwide.
Pali banga, natural palm fruit extracts for tasty African cuisine. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, Professional dry cleaners. Best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
Yeah, Thursday morning on iBrandTV, Lagos. Daybreak here, and this is our main topic for discussion today. There are different names used to describe the body's adverse reactions to certain types of food, including food intolerance, food allergy, and hypersensitivity. These names can often lead to confusion and misunderstanding of what a food allergy or food intolerance is. Now, findings have shown that symptoms of a food allergy can range from mild to severe. Dr. Folajimi Adebowale, our medical practitioner, joins us via Zoom to help make sense of this. Dr. Adebowale, good morning and welcome to Daybreak. Are you there, doctor? Can you hear me? Oh, that's beautiful. That's you're all right. You're warmly welcome. Now we know there's no doubt about it. You are an expert in your field, but for the benefit of the man in the street, can you give us a layman's explanation of what food allergy is all about? Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead.
We can. Hello, doctor. Okay. Why not? Let's take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll continue with this conversation. Dr. Folajimi is still on the line, but we'll go on a short break, and we'll get back into what we are discussing: food allergies and food intolerance.
Mama, you're coming to Lagos. Banga. Baby, Mama just called me now. She's coming to see you. She asked me to tell you to make banga soup for her. And she's close to the house. Oh.
How do you expect me to prepare banga in just few minutes?
I have a solution for you.
Really?
Sabi cook the banga. No go enter my family.
Hey,
Pali banga is used in making other exotic dishes such as banga jollof rice, banga eforiro, banga asaro or yam porridge, banga egusi, and many more. Pali banga is easy to open, no preservatives, no cholesterol, and no coloring. Approved by NAFDAC. Manufactured by Pali Agro Products Limited. Available in all leading stores and supermarkets nationwide.
Pali banga, natural palm fruit extract for tasty African cuisine.
Fruits. When you reach house, you go walk, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for now. Una don hear of banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do now make you go for the open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again. My brother no waste time again. Just go buy banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, make your food yummy.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081-6397-4447. 080-3564-4436, 070-6663-8213. Banga Fresh Palm Fruit.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Professional dry cleaners. Best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family. Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
buy fresh palm fruit. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the up, open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447. 08035644436 07066638213. Banga fresh palm.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Daybreak, Thursday morning, and this morning we are discussing food allergy, and we have right here with us to help us explain or understand better what food allergy is all about. Fola Jimi Adebowale. Fola Jimi Adebowale is a medical practitioner. Good morning, doctor, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Ogechi. It's wonderful to be here with you guys.
Jidechi is what it is.
Jidechi. Jibechi. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I get it now. Yeah.
Okay, now, Doc, we know you are an expert in your field, but for the benefit of the man in the street, can you give us a layman's explanation of what food allergy is all about?
Okay, thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
So, food allergy is what we call a hypersensitive reaction to certain types of food. In most cases, it's different from food intolerance, and it tends to be more severe than food intolerance. Now, it's basically from the body's immune system. The body sort of misidentifies a particular substance as harmful to the body, and the body tries to reject that substance, and that is really what leads to this hypersensitive reaction, which we all popularly know as food allergy. So it's just the immune system that mislabeled or misidentified a particular thing as being dangerous, and in that process was trying to get rid of it. And that is basically what food allergy is about.
Okay, doctor, how can one tell when they are allergic to a certain type of food? Are there symptoms that you can tell that this is, I'm reacting to this food when I take it? Are there particular things? How can one tell exactly how?
Yeah, good question, Jibechi. You see, basically, it's based on history and past experience. Allergies come with things like what we call hay fever or what we call allergic rhinitis, and it's basically when you begin to sneeze and your eyes begin to get watery and itch at the same time. Sometimes it has to do with some reaction on the skin, sudden swelling on the skin. We call it wheals and hives. severe itching, severe reaction on the sore throat, severe itching on the sore throat. In severe forms, it could actually even crash the blood pressure and lock up the airway, something we call anaphylactic shock. And that's like a medical emergency. So when you take something and you know the next day that like you are sneezing, you can't breathe properly, your eyes are watering and itching, you see this big itch on your skin, and you begin to itch it, and the more you itch it, it spreads. Okay, those are acute signs of an allergy to a foreign substance.
So in your line of work, have you come to experience maybe a severe case of, say, death, something that resulted as a food allergy?
Yeah, food allergy can be very severe and could be life-threatening, in the sense that when you talk about what I mentioned as an anaphylactic shock, it can lead to death because it crashes the blood pressure severely. Another severe thing is when it causes spasm of the larynx, which is the airway. Suddenly the person is unable to breathe because the airway sort of collapses or shuts in. So such cases are very, very severe. At the same time too, there are certain drugs that cause severe reactions. Penicillins are known to cause severe airway restriction. Some people react to ibuprofen. Some people react to certain other types of drugs. Do you understand? So some food and some drug can cause life-threatening. And I've heard of cases, I've seen certain cases where a drug reaction can get somebody landed in the ICU, which is quite close to death.
Okay, the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. Now, going by this, how possible is it to prevent food allergy?
Okay, good question. There are certain things that go on with food allergy, but the final solution is total avoidance of whatever causes the reaction. For most people, initial reaction to a food allergy might be mild, and that is enough warning for most people to begin to abstain from that food. And when they do so, they identify certain food. I'll give you an example. In my family, my sister and my daughter, they react to eggs. And I remember when my daughter was a baby, we gave her eggs and she threw up. And she ate that thing and she doesn't throw up. And there was a time she had egg yolk touch her skin. And within seconds after the egg yolk touched her skin, she found it difficult to breathe. She was itching all over the body. Her eyes were watering and itchy. And it became a sort of like a domestic emergency at that moment. So food allergies, when you react to them once, you get to identify. The fear actually makes you want to avoid anything in that direction. And as time goes by, people that react to certain food are very careful when they eat outside. Sometimes they can even smell it that this thing contains egg, it contains groundnut, this thing contains seafood like shrimps that they react to. So these are the kind of things they know. So instinctively, they know what to avoid. However, if peradventure mistakenly they eat it and they react, they know what caused it, and they sort of rush to the hospital to get treated immediately.
Okay, doctor, now let's talk about, you mentioned earlier, you used the case of your daughter who reacted to eggs when she was younger. And I was going to ask a question about, is there really a difference? Who is it more severe for, children or adults? Do people tend to outgrow these things, or is something, once you are allergic to something, you are allergic to it for like the rest of your life?
Okay, thank you very much, Jibechi. First of all, it's more common in children than in adults. It's more common in male than in female. For some cases, because we also have allergic asthma, where a child could react to dust, react to smoke, react to strong smells like perfumes. And as they grow older, they sort of like get desensitized, and that's no longer a problem. However, it's possible that for no reason at all, in an older person, something that you have been eating all your life, you can suddenly develop an allergy to it. That's also another case. Then in certain cases, obesity has been found to sort of be a risk factor, a contributing factor to the development of allergy. Well, we believe in science that children that are breastfed have a lesser tendency to develop allergy. So in some cases, but not in all cases, in some cases there's a possibility that if a certain allergen is introduced to a child when they are very young, when they grow older, they don't react to it. But if they are not introduced to those little substances around them when they are very young, when they get a bit older, they will begin to react to those things. So children are much more at risk, males more than female. Then you could have it as a childhood, later it disappears, and for no reason as an adult, you could be eating something all your life, and all of a sudden you can begin to react or begin to have allergic reactions to it.
Wow. All right, now, Doc, how common is food allergy? How common is it?
Well, you see, a long time ago, I don't think it was an issue, but one of the problems we have right now in this part of the world is a group of non-communicable disease, which this will sit with it comfortably. There's an increase in the occurrence of allergies right now because there's a westernized angle to our current day living. In the US, 1 to 8%, depending on globally 1 to 8%, depending on the population, or let's say one in 10 person can actually be allergic to something or have something that they're allergic to in their lifetime.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, Doc, I was going to ask this, bring you back a little. We are thinking about food allergies, food intolerance, and I'm trying to really understand what's the difference between the two. Is someone who is allergic to a certain food, can you say this person is also intolerant to that food, or there's actually a defining factor for the both terminologies?
Okay, there's a loose overlap, but they are clearly, to a good extent, they are clearly distinct issues. Now, intolerance is basically, usually the symptoms are restricted to the stomach and the intestine. For example, lactose intolerance causes diarrhea. Certain intolerance can cause stomach ache. So when you talk about intolerance, it's restricted to the gastrointestinal tract, the stomach and the intestine. You eat it and you react to it. In case of allergy, you don't need to eat it before you react. You can just touch your skin and you begin to react. Allergy has a wider range of symptoms. It affects the airways, affects the skin, affects the eyes, affects the breathing, affects the nose. It could affect the blood pressure and crash it. So when you are...
Hello, doctor.
Hello.
Dr. Folajimi.
It's like we've lost him.
Seems to have lost him. But quite an interesting one right there. Allergies restricted, intolerance restricted to the stomach and the intestines, and allergies more, you could even just perceive it and you start reacting to that.
You see, I've been listening attentively to his explanations or his answers to our questions to see if I had once experienced it. I wouldn't know for you.
Actually, I react to pepper. Sometimes it doesn't need to be in large quantity. I profuse so much catarrh all of a sudden. It's one of the things I really do react. So I can't stay off. Okay, I think tea too is another thing I react to. I think after I started reacting to it, I stopped taking tea for a while. So I rather do beverage, do chocolate, milk, rather than have certain labels such as Lipton that we in Nigeria know very well and all those type of things. So I think those are the things I would say I react to. And it's quite interesting. You see many people talk about how they don't eat this, they don't eat that, not because they don't want to eat, but because of the way their body reacts to it.
That is very true. In my own case, the one you call draw soup, the slimy stuff.
Okay, okra.
Anything, okra, what's the other one? Is it ogbono or whatever? I can't eat them. When I do, I feel like throwing up. I feel like throwing up.
Wow.
Also, yam causes heartburn.
For you?
For me.
Interesting.
Honestly.
Just boiled yam, or what type of yam?
Especially boiled, just yam. But the one funny thing there is, if you make a porridge of it,
it's not the
no
same
no that's
anymore.
that's cool. That's cool with me.
It's quite an enlightening one, because I mean, many people talk about how people that take milk are lactose intolerant, and they are faking these things. I'm actually lactose intolerant too. I react to milk a lot. Diarrhea.
You react to so many things.
I actually do react to so many things. And the funny thing is, I'm not so picky with food. You could say I'm one of those people that have coconut head. I know I react to some of these things, but I still want to take them. But like you said, sometimes it can lead to severe consequences when you neglect the fact that you react to these things.
Okay, well, we've been talking food allergy or food intolerance, whichever way. But don't get it confused. At least you heard from the expert there that is a difference, slight difference between allergy and intolerance. Now, at this juncture, let's take a breather. We'll be right back with more for you on the show this morning.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
If you're just joining, this is still iBrand Daybreak. We've been talking about lots and lots of interesting things. The last segment we just finished was with Dr. Folajimi Adebowale, a medical expert. And we were talking about food allergies, food intolerance, and hypersensitivity. Lots and lots of revealing things. I would say if you've missed this discussion, there'll be a repeat belt for you on the show later today. Ensure you try and catch up with all Dr. Folajimi said about food allergies, intolerance, and hypersensitivity. Now let's move on to social media and see what's been going on. And Michael, interestingly, today we've been talking about food, and what we will be taking a look at on social media today also have to do something about food. So
what a coincidence.
Coincidence, you would say. Okay, now let's go straight to Facebook and take a look at this one from Benga Emmanuel. Yes, Benga Emmanuel asked the question and said, what is that food that you ate just once? You ate once, but promise yourself not to ever eat again. That's what Benga Emmanuel is asking. And this reply from Chinyere Joy Okonkwo, she says Quaker Oats. She had Quaker Oats and she has sworn that she would never be having it anymore. Habibat Mojotulo, sorry, this should be Madojutola Alabi says Chinese rice. My experience with it is not too good. I don't like the sauce at all, but I know one embarrass myself for party. I shall dey eat them at the go, and I dey tell myself for inside say Omolara na Ibadan babe. Yeah, wetin concern Chinese rice na gbegiri and amala plus ewedu be your food. Quite interesting there. Chinese rice for this person. Peace Chineme Ogugwa is saying amala and ewedu. I almost vomited my intestine. That should be vomited my intestine while eating it. Another reply to Benga is from No.1 Suchisom Lauren Okoye, and she said masa. Saw it at a wedding and thought it was pancake, looking very yummy. Couldn't swallow the first bite I took. masa. I would really love to try masa sometime. This one coming from Praise Okechukwu. Praise Okechukwu says, just taking this moment out to say black soup is trash. Wow. Amala too. Interesting. If you eat ewagoyi, you're kind of depressed. Let's not forget ewedu. What was supposed to be the idea? People that eat gbegiri are hired killers. Low-key, never again. Wow, this person went all out. I mean, this person went all out. Praise Okechukwu. This is okay. Okay, let's move on and talk about Adegoke Bakare. He says, this post is not for me. I dey eat any food edible. Even if it's my first time, I'll give it a try. Now only garden egg, I no fit chop. And I don't try. Saute, that thing no gree sweet for my mouth. Now so bitter taste I dey get. It still dey pain me self. Okay. Interesting. I think I'm on the same page with Adegoke on this one because I don't like green garden egg. I prefer the white garden egg. Yeah, it's really too bitter for me. So green garden egg is something I would, if you're serving green garden egg at an event, I'd rather not eat except I see the white.
If green garden egg is bitter to you, then what do you say about bitter nut?
That's why the name is bitter cola.
Bitter cola.
That's the reason. Garden egg's name is garden egg, not bitter garden egg. No. So it shouldn't be bitter.
Okay, but you can eat bitter cola.
If there's need to, I've had bitter cola a couple of times. Not like I'm really a fan of it, but yeah, I can.
Talking about food one had eaten and like vowed never to eat again, I think it only happens to me once, and I was when I first tasted snail.
You don't like snail?
I said
okay,
when
now
when I first tasted snail,
okay,
I didn't like it.
But do you like it?
I didn't like it, but when I saw the way the people I was with at that very moment were relishing it, the way they were enjoying eating it, I told myself, I took it up as a challenge. I said, I'm going to try this again some other time in future. And I did. I kept doing. Jidechi, can you believe it? What's waiting for me at home when I get back is snail.
I think I have to go with you.
I have soup.
I have to go with you today.
I have soup, with so much snail in it waiting for me at home. When I can't wait to embrace it by the time I get back home today.
Well, now you know where I'm gonna be going once I'm done with the show today. It's been a fabulous one with you today on iBrand Daybreak. We've had the newspaper segment, we've had news updates, we've had a discourse with Dr. Folajimi Adebowale, and now the social media boards. Now we go straight into the quote of the day, ending the show with an interesting quote, this one from Eleanor Roosevelt, and it says, if life were predictable, it will cease to be life and be without flavor. That's what it says. If life were predictable, it would cease to be without life and flavor. Michael?
Tomorrow, Friday, it's going to be a day for entertainment. So all you entertainment lovers, watch it. Michael, not very much here, and we're going to make it happen for you tomorrow. Hope you'll be there.
My name is Jidechi Chidieje. Ensure you have a splendid day ahead.
Bye-bye.